back to another episode of Alaka'i, the podcast. I am Pim, and I'm here with Myco, my co-host.
Aloha, thanks for tuning in. We have a unique episode lined up for today. We're diving into the experiences of non-church members studying here at BYU-H, and it's going to be really insightful.
That's right. If you ever wonder what it's like for students who come from different backgrounds to study here, the episode is for you. And before we get started, remember to catch all our previous episodes on Buzzsprout, YouTube, and Spotify.
All right, let's jump in. We're thrilled to have three incredible guests with us today. Can you each introduce yourselves?
Okay. Aloha, I'm Luaupu Taaau. I'm from Samoa, and I'm double majoring in anthropology and biology, and I'm a junior. And a fun fact about me is that I live right by the beach, but I don't know how to swim.
It's okay, same.
Hello, I am Poevai Ienfa. I come from Tahiti, French Polynesia. I'm a junior at BYU-Hawaii studying English education. And a fun fact about me is that I dance hula.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I wish you could show us right now, but
They can't see
it.
you.
One day.
Hi, my name is Mahealani Hunter and I'm from Tahiti. I'm majoring in business finance and accounting and it's my junior year right now. And a fun fact about me is that I like to play piano.
Nice, awesome. Well, Yarana and Balofa. I don't know if you said it right. Thank you all. Now to start, what brought you here to BYU-Hawaii? It's quite unique to be studying here as non-church members.
So BYU was not my first choice of university, honestly. But when I was graduating high school, I got a scholarship, and then they say, "Oh, we're gonna pay for everything." I was like, "Oh, might as well just go. It's just to lighten the burden on my parents because I have a lot of siblings." So yeah, I'm here, but I wasn't really willing to come because the application process takes so long,
Yeah.
and I wanted to go somewhere else, but I guess things didn't work, so I'm here.
Oh, nice.
Well, studying in France or Tahiti wasn't something that I was interested in. I really wanted to go out of this educational system.
Mm-hmm.
So the American educational system really caught my heart, I would say, because it suggests more opportunities. And hearing about BYU Hawaii was even more interesting to me because since I dance hula, I always had this type of connection with Hawaii. And yeah, basically BYU Hawaii was just this place that would fulfill me.
Nice. Okay.
So like Poevai, I was not interested to go to France and Tahiti too for my education. And I already went to Hawaii several times and I really like it, and I have some of my parents' friends that came at BYU Hawaii and they say that it was a great school. And so we planned like an appointment with the manager who helped Tahitian students to come to BYU Hawaii. And so he explained us what's the vision of BYU Hawaii, and we really like it because we can be a student but also like work at the same time at the PCC of BYU Hawaii. So yeah, for me it was a great opportunity to go out of my comfort zone and also learn, improve my English skills.
All right, I love those answers from you guys. Now we're curious, what's it like navigating the campus culture here? Now you mentioned there's work and school balance. How did you guys first start out when you first came here? How did that feel like? Can you share some experiences? Whichever one goes first.
So when I first got here, I never had a job before. Yeah, but then the environment was pretty similar because I went to a church high school back in Samoa. So the environment is pretty similar. So I wouldn't say I fit right in, but when I came here, it was comfortable. It wasn't too confusing. It wasn't like a new thing. Like everything is like so similar. So I was like, okay, this is good. Because it was really hard for me to adapt to a new environment. But when I started here, I came with someone that I'm really close to, so that was good. That really helped me. And then when I started looking for a job, it was weird. I was like looking for a job that's like, why? Because when I came, I was like still a teenager. I was like, oh, looking for a job. What I'm supposed to do? I don't even have any skills. No, like what educational, like those requirements, like professional level and all that.
Yeah.
And then they said, oh, they don't require that, or like some of the jobs do not. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting. I would love to have a job. And then I applied. It was actually so stressful when I got here. I was like, oh my gosh, Hawaii is expensive. And I'm like, okay, I applied for a job, and then I think it was like a fourth or the fifth week, I got accepted for a job. And I was really, really grateful for the experience. My job right now is my second job. I would say balancing the job, school, and the personal life was really hard starting out, like during my first semester. But right now, I wouldn't say I'm getting the hang of it, but I'm getting there. But right now, I'm more, I would say I'm not really balanced right now, but I'm kind of okay with the balancing out my schedules and stuff. But yeah, so it's been good.
Yeah, that's all that matters. At least you know how to balance things.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Yeah, I really relate to what Upu said. So if I had to add something, would be fitting the church standards. I'm not gonna lie, although I've been in a church school as well, I was very stressed about not being able to match the honor code or the standards that the school set for the students, in the sense that I was scared of being banned from the school or being rejected from other students. Because you know how when you explore new places, the first thing that you're thinking of, well, mostly, is, am I going to fit in? Am I going to blend in with the others? Are they going to hate me? Or am I going to have friends and all that? And so knowing that at least 95% of the students here are members of the church was putting a pressure on me. But as you spend your days here on campus with your friends in classes, as you integrate clubs, go to work with other students too, and get to know each other, you're like, well, we're not that different. It's just that they have values and principles which are actually very good. And yeah, you just get used to it, which is great.
Nice. So I think they already said everything, but I think I would just add that I know that when we came with Poevai, it was very hard at the beginning to fit in the environment and know other students here, because when we arrived, we were just 3 Tahitian students, non-members, and we were the youngest. But we didn't give up, and we make new friends, and we create really a strong link now with all the Tahitian. And yeah, so now I think it's good.
Nice. It's amazing to hear your stories. I mean, I can imagine how it can be kind of hard, coming to a school where shared culture is pretty strong. Like, for those who don't know, like BYU-ish is a college founded by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. If you're an alumni or you student, you probably know about honor code here. Have there been any particular moments or aspect that have surprised you about studying here? And like, now that you're here, was there anything surprising?
So before coming to BYU-Hawaii, I went to the University of French Polynesia for like 2 weeks. And the main difference is that in those universities, French ones, it's very big. Like the classes are so big, you can't really know the other students. You can't really go and talk to the teacher.
How big?
It's like,
how many in a class?
Hundreds or
wow. Let me have like 10. Oh, no, 20, 30
very
here.
huge. And it's kind of like when you're at devotional. It's kind of
Oh,
like this.
that's like
when-
one
Oh,
class.
wow.
Yeah, that's one class. So you can't really talk to
Oh.
the teacher directly. If you raise
Yeah.
your hand, well, good luck if you want the teacher to see you. And so coming here was a big surprise to see that we were only about 20 students in the classroom, which is so great because you get to really connect with others as well as the teacher, and you get to feel this very warm environment which represents the school. So good.
Yeah. Anyone else have any surprising thing that you experience here?
Like similar, I also went to university back at home
Oh.
for like 1.5 semesters. Like I was halfway through the second semester and then I received my airfare to come. So yeah, I came. But yeah, it was really good. Just like you said, it was a really big classes, like 60 or more. Yeah, and so yeah, I wouldn't want to raise my hand at all. It just gives me anxiety because there's a lot of students. But yeah, but they do like they split up into tutorings, so that's where you can make connections with your classmates and your teacher. And honestly, you just hang out with the students that you were like in the high school together. Like those are your only friends. I mean, for me, for those semesters that I went there, my only friends were the students that I went with in the same high school. All the students from my island, and that's it. I didn't like connect with anyone at all. Yeah. And another thing that I really was really unique here is like the spirit, I guess. It's just like when I first got here, everyone is so spiritual. Everyone, I mean, that's not weird or anything, but I'm like, so I mean, I went to a church high school. I also went to public school.
Yeah.
I went to a public university. But when coming here, it really helped because I'm a very distracted student. I'm easily distracted. So when I got here, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm away from home, away from my parents. I don't have anyone to tell me what to do. But then when I got here, like being like in this environment really helped me focus. I'm not saying that I'm actually focused, but like it actually helped me prioritize what's supposed to be prioritized. So yeah, I really love it here.
Nice.
I think what surprised me too is the difference between the French educational system and the American one, because yeah, it's kind of really the opposite, but it was just interesting to see another way to study than the French system.
Did you go to French school before too?
Yeah, because in Tahiti we have French school, so it's kind of the same
Oh,
in
okay.
France.
Yeah. And how long have you been studying here again?
2 years.
2 years
Almost
now.
2 years now, yeah.
And for like, I know that for Upu and Poevai, you guys are not member of the church, right? But Mahe just recently converted to the church. Can you share a little bit of your experience?
Yes.
Like, what made you decide? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I came here the first time at BYU-Hawaii, I was really like not really open to the church, and I never thought that I will be baptized. But yeah, I guess God has another plan for me. But I think it's just that the influence of my friends and also the religion class really helped me to know more about the church. And also when I this summer I went back home, and I also saw the missionaries there, and they really helped me to know more about the church, and I also continue to go to church back home. And it's just that wait, can we redo it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut. Okay.
Hold on.
I'll ask again. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Cut. Okay. So for Mahe, right? You've been here for 2 years, and you recently just got like converted to the church. What led you to make the decision? How do you feel now?
Okay, so when I came here for my first semester, I was really close about the topic of getting baptized and just about knowing more about the church. But I remember an experience that I have during my first semester. I was feeling not very well, and so one of my friends asked me if I wanted a patriarchal, no, sorry, priesthood blessings. And I was like, oh, what is that? I don't know that. And so they explained me, and I said, oh yeah, why not? And so it was the first time I received priesthood blessings, and I think I will remember this moment my whole life, because even though I didn't know anything about the church, I could feel God's love, and and all the words my friends was saying this day was the words I needed to hear. And I remember that I was praying the whole blessings, and I know that after I was getting better. But even at this time, right now, I'm just thinking about it, and I think it was the beginning of my testimony. But yeah, it was just the beginning. But recently, I think maybe in the beginning of the year, I started to be more interested about the church, and thanks to my friends. And so they really helped me during my process of gaining my testimony. And so I think why I choose to get baptized is that I knew that I won't have all my answer before I getting baptized, and also I knew that I won't be ready the way I want it to be, but I know that what I felt and all my little spiritual experience really helped me to feel God's love, and also that it was the right choice to do, because yeah, I just felt comfort while reading the Book of Mormon, and also each time I went to church, I learned something new, and also with the missionaries. So yeah, I just accepted the invitation when they asked me to get baptized.
That's so sweet. So sweet.
Okay. I just realized, are we all juniors?
Yeah.
Are we all juniors? I think we came at the same time.
Fall
all of us.
2022.
Winter 23.
Oh, winter. Okay. We're a semester ahead, but we're all juniors. I just realized that a while ago. I was like, I'm hearing juniors. So we're all juniors. Okay, but I love that. I love the experiences that you've shared so far. Now, let's talk about how BYU-Hawaii influenced you, either academically or personally. Maybe you can share more about the academics part, because I feel like we've all uprooted ourselves from the countries that we're from. And so how did that influence you?
So when I first started, I had this huge plan in my head when I first started school. I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, do everything. So I had this like whole plan of like the major that I want to take, like the focus and the career path that I wanted. But when I got here, the thing is, I never did any research about BYU before I came. I came so confused, and I was like, I'm just gonna get there. I'm like the kind of person that would just go with the flow. So like when I get there, I'll just learn there. I don't want to do it right now. So when I got here, I was so confused. I didn't know we have to go see our academic advisor and all that. I didn't even see my academic advisor until like halfway through the semester. I didn't know they exist at all. Yeah, it was so bad. But then I went to the orientation, and then I didn't know there were academic advisors because I was super late to the orientation. That's because I know they introduced them there, but I was super late. So yeah, I didn't know. When I got there, I went around looking for the major that I wanted to take at that time, but the school didn't offer. Like they weren't offering that major, so I was like, okay.
What major was that?
I wanted to focus on forensic science.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So, but when I got here, there was nothing. There was only an elective, like one class, but it's under criminal justice. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take that as a minor, and just take biology, because I just went and did a little research. I was like, okay, something that kind of relates to that, so that if I want to go grad school, then I just focus on that afterwards. So yeah, I'm taking biology right now, and then along the way, I picked up anthropology and added it as another major. So right now, I feel like what really influenced me is like from my peers, from my work, and just like everyone around me. They really influenced me like academically. I really love the drive that everyone has here. Like everyone is so inspired and motivated to go forward, and that's what I really like. So yeah, my roommate, my unit mates, everyone that I got to know, like especially my classmates as well as the teachers, the way it's taught the students really helped me to be inspired to go for it, because I felt like along the way I was like, oh my gosh, what am I even learning? Is this even going to be useful in the future, or am I even gonna like use it like whenever? Because I feel like I want to focus on a major that will apply in the future, because if I do something right now and I'm not going to use it in the future, it's going to be a waste of time for me to be here. So but right now I don't have that mindset anymore. I'm more focused on just go forward and just be present. So that's the thing that I really learned. Just be present and just take up any opportunity. Like just find any opportunity to improve. Because I feel like there's a lot of opportunities to improve, but it's just that I kind of be like ignoring of those opportunities. But now I really love I really love improving, and just seeing the other people around me improving as well just motivates me to push forward. So
Anyone else?
There's no denying that there are many inspiring students on campus. So as you get to witness their experiences, whether they're during their internships or when they're double majoring with 3 minors and
Oh,
a
gosh.
certificate and a emphasis, you're like, wow, it's those students are like strong ones. They get to study, get to work, and have friends and all that. And it's just so inspiring in a sense where you know that you have the potential to do the same. So instead of having those very low standards for yourself, where you're like, well, I don't really know what to do, but I'm just going to do the bare minimum, because what's the point of doing big things when I don't even know what to do? And instead of having those standards, when you're seeing those students doing great things, you set your mind up to a point where you're encouraging yourself to do way more than what you think you can do. And it influences me in a sense that although I know what I want to do, it's still possible for me to do much more. So instead of just sticking to that one category for my experience and for my potential future job, I can still choose to study other things, choose a certificate that may help me in the future, because what if what I know that I want to do will not work out at the end? Well, at least I took this one class, this one certificate, or this one minor that gives me the basis for that other job that seems quite nice. And yeah, overall it's just the inspiring students on campus that is very influencing my choices academically.
Mahealani, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think BYU-Hawaii really influenced me academically or personally, because it helped me to get out of my comfort zone by talking with people that I don't know and not in my native language, and also to balance my academic course, but also my professional life. And yeah, just be more responsible and disciplined and independent, I think.
I agree with all of you, especially when we have a lot of activity happening here, great ideas, empower your dream, field trips,
There's a lot.
internship.
It's just
It's
a
a
lot.
lot. Yeah, thank you for sharing. And finally, do you have any advice for other like non-church member like you who might be considering studying here?
I would say don't be too stressed about the fact that you are not member of the church, because everyone here is really kind, either you're a member or not, and that in all case it will be a great experience. And it's not because you will go at BYUH that you will get baptized. It's up to you, and it's completely your choice. And so I would say, yeah, just don't be stressed and don't be scared because it's a church school due to the honor code and all the stuff. And yeah, just come here and be open with be an open-minded, and it will be great.
Thank you. Upu.
I think, okay, I feel like this is also an advice for myself before I came. I think, like, just like she said, like, do not think about, like, that's just because it's an LDS church, college or university, and it's different from your belief, does not mean that, like, that will influence your learning. It does not have anything to do with your learning. Maybe that will help you along the way, but it doesn't have anything to do with your learning. And also, like, just that nobody cares if you're a member or non-member. It doesn't matter. Everyone is the same here. So, and also when you got here, just make friends. Like, don't just go with the ones that you already know, or like just make friends everywhere. Like for me, when I got here, now I think I have friends from everywhere around the world, which is something that I would really love to tell to my kids or my nieces and my nephews. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I have this friend from Sri Lanka, I have this friend from Cambodia, and they'll be like, oh, where is that? And it was just pretty cool because I never even knew those countries existed before. So when I got here and I'm telling my parents, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this friend from here and here, and my parents are like, where is that? I'm like, I know, me too. I was like, but yeah, just make friends from everywhere, because you never know when you travel to those countries. Like, I have Pim, if I go to Bangkok, I'm gonna ask him.
Yes, come.
Yes.
I may be in
around.
Tahiti though.
Yeah. But yeah, so just make friends and just take up every opportunity that you can to explore and to learn. Like the great ideas, undergraduate research, and whenever, like, just the career fair or the career services or the career fair or the APCC, when they come, like when the people all around the world come over, just go ask questions. Don't be scared. For me, my questions are kind of weird, but I don't care. I don't even know them. So just go up, ask them the questions just to get the answer and satisfy whatever I'm curious about. So yeah, just be curious. That's the thing about me. I'm very, very curious. So just be curious, just be adventurous, and make sure to explore. Don't let anything limit what you can do. You can go much
like
more than
that.
that. So yeah, come to BYUH.
Promotions.
Yes.
Yeah, another thing to remember is that trying new things will always contribute to your personal growth. And so whether you're from a little island, big country, or I don't know, wherever, these choices that seems very unreachable or unachievable to you will always be the best choices that you will make in your life. And so coming here to BYU-Hawaii, although you're not a member, that's such a cool thing to say to others. You'll be able to say this to your family, to your friends. You'll be able to say, well, although I wasn't the perfect portrait of a student that goes there, I still made the choice to go there, and it was awesome. Like, trying unknown things, implementing those unknown events in your life will benefit you so much, and you'll be so proud of it. And well, if it doesn't end up well for you, well, at least you tried, which is so good too. So yeah, just remember that trying new things is always beneficial.
All right. I feel like we, both Pim and I, really learned a lot from hearing from you three. And we're grateful because now we have an episode about, the opinions and experiences of students who are non-members of the church. It can really enrich the culture that we already have here. So I'm just grateful that I
Yeah.
was in this episode as well.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us, and about you being open about your experiences.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like you guys contribute too much to BYUH. I just hope you know that. And thank you for choosing to come here and just to be a part of our community. Thank you everyone for listening. And if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us on Buzzsprout, YouTube, and Spotify.
That's a wrap for today. Mahalo for listening, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Alaka'i the podcast. Aloha.